Namo Bongsu Chitkamo Nifa. This is the story of Bhadda Kapilani. Let us first follow Bhadda Kapilani. Her road to Savatthi, where she listened to the Buddha's discourse at the Jetavana monastery. As the order of nuns did not yet exist at that time, she took up her residence at a nunnery of non-Buddhist female ascetics, not far from the Javatana. There she lived for 5 years until she could obtain ordination as a bhikkhuni. It was not long after she was able to attain the goal of the holy life, hardship, or sainthood. One day she uttered the following verses in praise of Mahakassapa, in declaring her own attainment. Son of the Buddha, and his hair is he. Great Kassapa, his mind serene. Collected vision of previous lives is his. Heaven and hell he penetrates. The seas of rebirth he has obtained. The supernormal knowledge he has mastered. With these three knowledges possessed by him, he is a Brahmin, true, of threefold knowledge. So has she too. Bhadda, the Kapalina, had gained for herself the threefold knowledge and had vanquished death. Having bravely vanquished Mara and his hosts, it is the last formation of a body that she bears. Seeing the world deep with misery, we both went forth and are now both free of cankers, with well-tamed mind, cooled of passions, and we have found deliverance. Cooled of passions, we have found our freedom. As an Arahat Bhikkhuni, Bhadda devoted herself chiefly to the education of the younger nuns and their instruction in monastic disciple in the annals of nuns dis, disciple, discipline. Instance our recording involved her pupils, which led to the prescribing of certain disciplinary rules of bhikkhunis. There were also two instances when Bhadda Kapilana had to bear the envy of another nun who was hostile towards Mahakassapa too. The nun Tulanada Tulananda was learned in the Dhamma and a good preacher, but evidently she had more intelligence than gentleness of heart. She was self-willed and not prepared to change her conduct, as evidenced by several Vinaya texts. When Bhadda too became a popular preacher of Dharma, even preferred by some of Tulanda's own pupils, Tulanada became jealous. In order to annoy Bhadda, once she and her pupil nuns walked up and down in front of Bhadda's cell, reciting loudly. She was censored by the Buddha on that account. Another time, at Bhadda's request, she had arranged temporary living quarters for Bhadda when the latter visited Savatthi. But then, in another fit of jealousy, she threw her out of those quarters. Bhadda, however, became an arahant, was no longer affected by such happenings, and looked at them with detachment and compassion. The Buddha praised Bhadda as being the foremost among the nuns who could recollect past lives and grew out at once. The Pali's commentaries and the Jataka stories leave us a record of some of her former lives in which she had been Kassapa's wife. And that is the end of the story of Bhadda Kapilani.